Hi guys, welcome to Cross Culture. My name is Palina and today we will watch a video about Hoysaleswara temple in India, where is an assumption that it was built using processing technology. Now we will try to find out. Let's start watch the video.
Hey guys, in this video I'm going to show you some solid evidence of ancient machine technology at Hoysaleswara temple. There's something very strange about these pillars. If you look closely,
Yes, the
you can
columns
see
look
these
very
curved
unusual and
circular
beautiful.
arcs all around the pillar. These are created as a result of machining the pillar on a lathe. This process is called turning. There's no way to achieve this with chisels and hammers manually. If you look at these pillars, it is crystal clear that they were made with machines. In fact, archaeologists agree that these pillars were created
But
in a
how
lathe,
could they be
but
made
offer
with
no
machines?
convincing
This is
explanation
a very
as to
ancient
how
temple.
these huge pillars were machined 900 years ago. Nowadays, we are able to
900
create
years ago.
these fascinating grooves and designs on a lathe, but machining a 12-foot tall stone pillar would be a very difficult job even today. So, how were these pillars created with amazing perfection in ancient times? Did ancient builders use machines and advanced tools just like what we use today? If this is true, is it possible that they also carved these machines or tools in this temple? Here, you can see a very strange device in the hands of a god.
Yes, I
called
see he
Masana
definitely
Bhairava.
has something in
This
his
clearly
hands.
represents a type of gear mechanism called planetary gears. The outer gear has 32 teeth, and the inner gear has exactly half the number, or 16 teeth, which is precisely how we use reduction gears today. If this were just an imaginary tool, how could the ancient sculptors come up with this gear ratio of 2 to 1? Even more interesting, we can also see a fastener that goes around this mechanism and is locked in the center. Today, we use the exact same
This is so
technology.
amazing.
We
I
use
don't
something
even
called
know
a
what to
circuit
say.
lock or a snap ring to keep these things in place. If historians are right, how would primitive people working with chisels and hammers imagine such a mechanism? Is it possible that advanced machine
Oh,
technology
really?
was
How
used
could they use
900
that?
years ago? Is this
Did
why
they already
we
have
see
such technology?
perfect pillars? What's more interesting is that this god is called Masana Bhairava, which means god of measurement. Is it a coincidence that the god of measurement is holding an advanced tool? But the best evidence of machining is not on the outside of the temple. Let's go into the deep,
Wow.
dark
The
areas of the
interior
temple and see
of the
if
temple
we can
looks
find
very
more
futuristic.
evidence. Here's a 7-foot tall god with the most uncanny ornaments.
Such a big
His
statue.
crown is adorned with skulls, which are less than 1 inch
Wow.
wide. I realized that
So
I
many
could pass
little
a small
details.
twig through one eye and it would come out through the ear on the other side. The twig can also be passed from ear to ear and also ear to mouth and any way you want. What does that mean? It means that the entire skull is hollow inside. It is impossible to remove the inside of a small sphere, which is only 1 inch wide. Even with modern machines, this would be very difficult, but we know for a fact that creating a hollow sphere inside of such a small rock is impossible with primitive tools. Even more interesting, we can shine a flashlight between his head and crown, and the light shines through. There is a very small gap between the head and the crown. I tried to slide the same twig, which is about 3 millimeters wide, but it would not go through. This means that the gap is less than 3 millimeters
How?
wide.
How can it made
How would anyone
from just
create
one
a
rock?
small gap less than 3 millimeters wide with chisels? Is it possible that the small skulls, crown, and other pieces were carved out of separate rocks and then fixed together? No, archaeologists confirm that this 7-foot tall figure is made out of one solid rock. I've always wondered why the carvings in the darkest parts of the temple had the most intriguing details. Here's a woman who's wearing a large pink necklace. However,
Can you
if shine a
imagine
flashlight,
how much time they
that this
spent
is not
on just
necklace,
one
but two,
sculpture?
because the light passes between the two necklaces. Again, I tried to put the 3mm white twig and it won't go between these necklaces. How do we explain these extraordinary sculptures made 900 years ago? Now, the Hoysaleswara temple is famous for housing the 6th and 7th largest monolithic bulls in India.
It's just
However,
amazing.
in terms of beauty, they are ranked first and second. This is because they look like they have been created with machining precision. For example, look at the level of polishing. You can literally see your face like a mirror. And this is after 900 years of corrosion and damage. So you can imagine how perfect they would have looked at the time they were created. Is it possible that this kind of polishing was done with machines? Today, we use tools like the rotary burr for this level of polishing. If you look at modern day drilling and polishing tools, they look like this.
Yes, such cutters are now used very often, even for example in manicure services.
Are these tools also shown in the temple's carvings? Here we can see a tool that almost looks identical to the
Oh,
rotary burr in the hands of a deity. Here's another one that's holding a slightly different tool. Note that the devices look the same, but are not identical. The ridges are different. The drilling and polishing tools we use today also have different ridges for different types of outcome. Around the world, we can see gods holding this mysterious tool.
maybe it's just a coincidence.
Are these really pine cones? Is it possible that the gods in this Indian temple are also holding actual pine cones and not tools? Well, there are no pine trees in India, so how could the ancient builders in India have seen pine cones 900 years ago? Since that is not possible, is it possible that these gods shown around the world are holding an advanced tool that was used for machining technology? Is this how the world's greatest megalithic structures were built? Also, many of these quote-unquote pine cones shown around the world are depicted with a long base, just like any modern tool. In a previous video, I've also shown you a
This
telescope.
assumption sounds very interesting.
How was this created without using machines? So, what do you think were advanced machines and tools used 900 years ago? If they were not used, how do you explain these turn marks and
This there's definitely something to think about here.
and incredible polishing? What about these planetary gears and strange tools? Please let me know your thoughts in the comment section. I'm Praveen Mohan. Thanks a lot for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.
Okay. So, well, friends, I think we watched a very interesting video. In general, the history of our planet is very large and there are still many mysteries that we have not yet solved. And apparently this is one of them. It seems to me that the ancient people, they're very great craftsmen, and perhaps they already had some prototypes of cutters and tools with which they created such sculptures for a long time and painstakingly. But the gods could also influence them and help them somehow. In general, It's great that such temples have survived to these days and we can look at them. So thank you for watching the video, like, subscribe to the channel and leave comments what you think and whether you liked my video. Bye bye!